This question asks us to complete and balance the following equation. I can see that my first reactant is an element and my second reactant is a compound. When an element reacts with a compound, it's called a single replacement reaction. So in order to figure out which things are going to end up together, I need to think about what kind of elements and polyatomic are involved in this reaction. So when magnesium forms an ion, it forms a cation. It forms Mg2+. When copper forms an ion, it forms a cation as well, and it forms copper. And you can see copper can be 2+ or 1+. But when I look here, I can see because there's two nitrates, that will allow me to figure out which one it is. So let's skip to nitrate and come back. Nitrate is NO3-, so therefore it's an anion. So each nitrate has a charge of 1-. Since there's two of them, the overall charge is 2-. Since there's one copper, its charge must be 2+. So I know the version of copper I'm using is 2+. Remember that two cations can't form a compound. Therefore, the magnesium cation must form a compound with the nitrate anion. So I'm going to start by building that compound. Mg NO3. Because Mg is 2+ and nitrate is 1-, they can't go in a 1-to-1 ratio. I need two nitrates with a charge of 1- each to equal 2- to go with one magnesium with a charge of 2+. Remember that because it's a polyatomic ion, we put it in brackets. So MgNO3 2. My next question is this soluble in water? I can see that this reaction is taking place in an aqueous environment, so I need to check my solubility chart. Nitrate compounds are soluble with most things, so when I check, I see that magnesium nitrate is a soluble compound, and I'll write it as aqueous. My other product is copper as a metal, therefore I just write it as Cu, and because it's an element, solid. My last step is to balance, and I have three things in this reaction. Remember that because the nitrate didn't get split up, you can leave it together when you're doing your balancing, and that will make things easier. So I have magnesium, I have copper, and I have nitrate. On the reactants, I have 1 magnesium, 1 copper, 2 nitrates. On the products, I have 1 magnesium, 1 copper, and 2 nitrates. When I check at this point, I can see that my reaction is already balanced. Therefore, this single replacement reaction is now complete and balanced.